Hi, I'm Celeste, and this is the Lock It In Media Group podcast. Today we have
Don't mess us up.
TVM Killer. Let's start with that. Tell us what TVM Killer is about.
TVM Killer is about love and change and being the voice for the outcasts who never actually felt like they had a place. So like TVM was my moniker, also known as the V Master, that allowed me to hide myself and my personality. So Killer is the actual rap persona. So I decided to put both of them together, embrace who I am, and now I'm TVM Killer. So if I can do it, you can do it.
Well, so we know what your name means. Mm-hmm. Do you mind telling everybody what your name is and where you're from and how long you've been doing music?
Yeah, I got you. So my birthright name, my government is actually Aaron Brown. That's A.A. Ron Brown. You know what I mean? And it's the most, honestly, I don't think it's a great name, honestly.
Why not?
Because think about what it means. It's the brother of Moses, Mountain. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, dope. What else? You got Celeste.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I got cheated.
That's okay.
I got cheated somewhere in the things. You know what I mean? But I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. Born and raised. Yep. It is what it is, man. Like, I'm here. Man.
Okay.
But that's I really don't have a big of a story, honestly.
Well, you got some music coming out. Can you tell us about your music and how? Tell us your favorite song on your project. What's the name of your project?
So the one that's coming or the one that's already out?
The one that's coming.
Okay, the one that's coming. So it's the Preach Deluxe album, right? So I released an album called Preach already, based off the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, right? And I'm re-releasing it now that I got signed through Symphonic Distribution and I Swim with Sharks. And the best song honestly, it's a song called Problem, and that song I literally waited till like the very end of the album to make. I'm a very weird artist, and I feel like I gotta go through it to actually grow through it. You know what I mean? So like, I waited for that one song called Problem. I'm probably gonna change the name later, but like, it consists around it. Like, it's not problematic. It's me venting. Okay. You know what I mean? It's me understanding. It's a huge summary of a huge conclusion of what the album has come to me and like where I am in my headspace at that time. But it's like crafted so beautifully that it just fits and embodies everything I believe and stand for, and it is me in a song.
Okay, so it's called Problem
with the E at the end.
What about the project you have out right now? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite song on that one? What's the name of that project?
Let's see. It was weird because like technically it's the deluxe, so I'm releasing the deluxe album of that project, and I guess like Preach, the first project, my favorite was honestly that's a hard one. Actually. That's a hard one. Actually.
Well, of course, all your music is favorite, but do you have a song, a story behind one of the songs on that project? Yeah. A story behind it that maybe highlights that song?
Yeah. I guess, like, honestly, I feel like the best story to really tell is the one track, I Am Who I Am. That's track number 6 on the album. You know what I mean? I Am Who I Am is the best track ever. And that one, actually, because I shot a video for a while already. So I got a video for it, too, already made, right? So the video is completely in anime that was drawn by, like, an anime artist who was in college at the time. So, like, he basically made a music video to the entire song of an anime version of that entire like love story. But I Am Who I Am was a weird one because like I made that song in one take. Okay. One take, just let it go, press record. It was the practice take, right? Press record with my engineer Lil Ed. Shout out Lil Ed, you know, he the best in the game. That boy already got 2 platinum plaques, you know what I mean? He's the same engineer who made Coil Ray's No More Parties and DDG and Blueface's Moonwalking in Calabasas, the remix. Okay. So like we was in the booth together. He stays in Gastonia, North Carolina. Press record, did that whole thing in one shot, and it's just like I've never felt so in the zone or in the moment where like I could even get to a microphone and just like allow it to actually flow and not think about it. And that is my favorite song. That's creative, yes. Yeah. So tell me, since we're talking about that, how do you find yourself getting into your creative mode? What kind of place are you in? Honestly, I've been talking about this a lot lately too, because like for me, it's more so like I try to, you know how it is, like if you think too hard about anything, you start having like your own personal blockage, your own personal things that get in the way of what you're actually supposed to do. But like I trust myself to know that I've done the work already. So like my biggest focus now is understanding how I can let go of myself and try to like not block myself from allowing the energy that I already have in my soul to actually flourish. You know what I mean? So like I try my hardest to get in the right space, mindset, change the vibes, and like the way I have my workspace set up. So basically, my room is like my office. You know what I mean? Because I work there, work remotely. So like I gotta have that like set up to a T to like where my environment switches and changes everything that I do on a daily basis. So like I get in a huge vibe. I drink a lot. And I found my zone.
Judge.
You know, I found my zone. You know what I mean? And I just allow myself to actually flourish. You know what I mean? That's the actual trick to everything. Don't think, just do.
Okay, so you've had some big accomplishments in the past year.
Yes.
Tell us what you feel is your biggest one.
This dick.
I heard that one.
I'm joking. All right, no, look, my biggest accomplishment. Honestly, I can't. There's not one that like was so defining. My biggest accomplishment actually was being able to actually figure out how to cut off all the things in my life that weren't actually serving it. You know what I mean? Like that was the biggest accomplishment. Like the greatest accomplishments in my life, like the magazine cover, getting on MTV, you know what I mean? Like getting signed and actually being a signed artist now is lit, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of accomplishments, but none of it would have happened if I would have just stayed in the same rooms with the people who actually didn't believe in my value. And so it's that change of environment. It's that change of like learning who fits you and who doesn't, you know what I mean? And cutting the ones who didn't off has literally increased me exponentially just over the last year.
That's a wise lesson. That's a very good lesson. I think we all can take something from that.
Yeah, and also working with people who like fit the brand morals and the brand values, and that's why I'm here today with you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your signing. Tell us more about who you're signing with, and more about that.
Of course, yeah. Well, honestly, the person I really got to give the thanks to is like shout out Lavelle and Boom Sound Factory, AJ Gore too. They were like my mentors, the first real mentors I had like in this entire industry. Because half the time I'm doing it by myself, trying to like making mistakes and then like learning as I go on. But like if it wasn't for AJ Gore and and Lavelle and Boom Sound Factory, they literally gave me like the avenues of the people I needed to talk to and showed me exactly where I needed to go so we can go ahead and skip a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
And like I appreciate that because not a lot of people not out here trying to actually be out here for your best interest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm lucky, grateful, and blessed to know that I have them on my team, and they're still here too. Because Lavelle handles like the Spotify stuff with the label stuff for I Swim with Sharks too. AJ honestly is just a beautiful marketer, and he put my marketing game on like 100. So I have a lot to owe to them for putting me in. Basically, they taught me what I needed to do to get in the position to talk to the people that I needed to. That when I got there, I had the resume, I had the application, but I've done the work, and you can literally just look at the stats, and that became my position. And when I actually did talk to I Swim with Sharks to say like, here's what I can offer you, and here's the deal we're going to make.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, who pushes you? What pushes you to continue when it's rough, when it's kind of hard? How do you find that strength to keep moving and keep working and keep grinding?
I go on a downward spiral for like probably 2 or 3 days of like just feeling lost and confused, and half of the time it's because I'm doing way too much and trying to do like too much stuff all at once. So like it's hard, like it's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like I just come up every day and actually just somehow make it work. No, I don't. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, when it starts getting too rough and I see myself kind of like going on that downward spiral, I stop for a second, breathe, listen to some dope music, you know what I mean? Kind of get my like vibe back. Once I get the vibe switch up, cool, I'll make objectives. You know what I mean? I sit there, make an objective list. I kind of like live life like a video game, you know what I mean? So like as long as the video game is going, all you gotta do is just hit the objectives, boom, 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 boom. You at least will be in the right direction. By the time I hit the objective, so much stuff has already happened that like my life is back on track on accident.
That's good. Because a lot of times people do find it hard to get back on track, and it's important, especially in the music industry, because you gotta keep our name and your face out there.
Yeah. But also, like once again, not allowing every moment to take a hold of where you need your life to be at. You know what I mean? So like, I pick and choose what I can handle at certain times. You know what I mean? If I answered, like for example, like if I answered every phone call, I'd be on my phone for 24 hours straight per day.
Wouldn't we all?
You know what I mean? And I can't do that. You can't do that because think about it. Nothing would happen if I literally talked to everybody every second, every minute that's actually calling and texting. You know what I mean? Like like, it's horrible. You can't you can't reply to every single comment. You can't be there for every moment that you would love to be there for.
Yeah.
But if you did it, nothing would happen. So it's like, you really have to, it's about like prioritizing, picking and choosing, but like doing what's right for the soul first. And you just start there, stop there, and you'll be good to go for the rest of your life.
Well, I love watching. I've seen some of your stuff on Instagram,
yeah.
And I saw you get really, really dive deep into your heart on one of your posts. Can you tell us more about that? So maybe people will go and look at it.
Oh God, yeah, hell yeah! Wait, which post was it? Was it the which post was it?
It was you were talking about how your family and how all that was important.
Yes. Okay. Look. So like the whole family and everybody. Yeah. Honestly. I'll like.
You had a lot of posts. I understand.
It's a lot to cycle through. Yeah, because we had the point now where we make content so much now. Like I do all my content like a month in advance, so I already have like everything to post. Because like if I don't do that, like I won't actually be able to be consistent with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that post specifically, I guess like. Honestly, the family is everything to me. Like, that is my brand. TV and fam. The family is everything. I couldn't do this without the family. I wouldn't be here without the family. And I'm trying to get a nice, beautiful pocket into the entire industry on, like, giving, like, the perfect morals and values that, they've never actually, sponsored or, like, this is the shit they don't promote. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give out the type of vibes where we care about each other, bro. We build each other. We build people up. And I do it because of who I am and not because of what the fuck I got. You know what I mean? And I feel like, but hear me out. I say that, right? But that's like, that's the entire industry as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get value until you show everybody what you're actually worth. And nobody looks at you like you're worth anything until you actually start bringing a bunch of people up. So like me having these good morals and these good values and actually seeing the success with not just me, but everybody in my family and my camp that's working with me is my resume. So like, why not build on that? You know what I mean? Like that is my success.
All right. So you have a new project that's out right now. Can you tell us about your project that you have right now?
Reckless in the Winter. Yes. Oh my God, that's dope. So Reckless in the Winter, honestly, look, I mean, it was perfect though. Think about it. I'm a Sagittarius, born in the winter, sick. Sagittarius, Reckless in the Winter dropped, and I dropped it kind of like somewhere in like September. Actually, I dropped it on my mom's birthday, which is really dope. You know what I mean? RP my mom. Because September 22nd, I dropped it on her birthday, so that way she could like ride the wave of success with me. And we did a release party on the one day that there was a hurricane.
Oh no! Was it Michael?
No. It was Suncoast Farms actually. So like we did the release party on Suncoast Farms, which is another one of my business partners, and it was all the way out in Hampstead, right? So we had a release party out there because I wanted like a festival kind of like vibe, you know what I mean? Come out there, they got pigs and shit. You can go play with some chickens and fuck with them while you tripping balls and shit. You know what I mean?
What's up.
It was lit, you know what I mean? But then I was like, damn, it's about the storm and shit. But we already invested like too much money to say happens. Like nah. And also it was like right in the like everybody was like basically like the label was also looking at me too because this is before I got signed. But I knew if I didn't do this and didn't see this through, there's a huge opportunity that I will lose everything that I already worked hard for. So my crazy ass went through it. We had a dope ass release party. That was dope, man. Like we got there, like blue vibes everywhere. You know what I mean? Just cold, super freaking cold. And shout out Swerving on the Beat because Swerving on the Beat is the producer for Reckless in the Winter. Lil Ed is the engineer, and Juan Calamo all the way out over there is our master engineer. So like the song was already amazing, but that release party was epic. It's a night to remember. And shout out to everybody in the family that's crazy enough to drive 30 minutes out from Wilmington.
To a hurricane. How about that?
Through a hurricane to get to somewhere where you might be stranded for life.
Well, it sounds like y'all had a good time. I mean, chickens and all of that is just...
Chickens and everything. But
everybody
also,
don't get to spend time like that.
I also got the chance to have like the best lineup that I also wanted too. Because shout out Crispy Biscuits. He's like one of the best DJs in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay. And my boy's out here getting booked 24/7. Every single week, he always got something going on. Like, I would definitely say like underneath me, he's probably like he's the hardest working artist in Wilmington, North Carolina. You know what I mean? So like I'm happy. Like it's a blessing to like just bring you like the dopest artists that are also your friends to like the actual crazy events that you do.
That's right.
We rock that bitch out.
Well, thank you so much, Killa, for being here.
Oh my God, yes.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want your fans to know when they think about you? What's the thing that you want them to remember about
this
Killa?
This dick.
I guess y'all heard that. This dick is all that. Y'all heard it.
I'm joking. Look, I'm joking. Look, that's a lot of toxic masculinity. I do want you to know that I'm working on it. You know what I mean? I'm trying my best. I'm out here trying. I'm not like trying to like portray anything or any idea of what you think I am. Like, just know I want my success to speak first. I want everybody to realize like my goal is to bring people up, but also, like I said, honestly, I think the biggest thing too, honestly, the one thing that's been on my mind a lot, because actually somebody just hit me up the other day. They actually asked me why I don't do a lot of shows in Wilmington, and you know what I told them? Because Wilmington can't pay the bill.
Well, it's hard to find, a lot of light where you grew up and where you live.
It's so hard.
People don't appreciate you so much.
They really don't. They look at you. They don't see you like everybody, like the rest of the world sees you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They look at you like the type of person that's been there consistently. And hear me out. They see the growth. They see everything you do, and they can't ignore it because they're right there with you. But the difference is, right? Nobody really appreciates it until it's actually gone and no longer in their circle. So that's the craziest part, though. And it's crazy though, right? Because like, for example, like my bill is not even that high. Like I literally charge like $500 for a show, which doesn't hit me out. It sounds crazy to somebody in Wilmington, right? But in reality, I pay like over $2,000 in promotion per month for me to actually have a beautiful platform that I literally like raise every single brand that touches it. So for me to say, hey, I need $500 just for this 6 hours that I'm actually going to be here, and literally give you a piece of all of that I've already invested in, it's not that crazy on a business standpoint. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's the way it works. And so like, it's weird to see how like when somebody asks me to do a show for free, that low key does now feel like a spit in the face.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? It's just like undermining your worth. And especially when somebody out there who actually knows who knows your worth, but also how to capitalize off your worth. And I'm okay with that. That's amazing. That's our industry. Use that shit. You know what I mean? I'm with that. Like, okay. Let's get that. You know what I mean? I'm with that. But hear me out. If somebody else knows how to do it and you don't, that's all that is. You know what I mean? Like, don't undermine me.
What about your fans?
The fans, honestly,
yeah.
Oh God, I love this so much. Shout out, look, number one person we got to shout out is Dawn. I love Dawn to death. You know what I mean? She's been my number one since forever, actually. I made 2 songs based off her, Crack of Dawn and then Birth of Dawn. I'm still working on Rouse of Dawn. Out. Yeah, you got to check out both of them. Both of those out right now. I'm still working on Rouse of Dawn. That's going to be the next one. It's going to be lit, you know what I mean? But Dawn, she also got like fam tatted like right here on her right shoulder too, like in 3D tattoo. Oh, wow. Just busting with the old logo too, not even the new one. You know what I mean? That's like, she gang OG to the day I D. But the fan base is so when I started though, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I got so much hate. Everybody telling me I was trash, I was whack, I was a lame ass wannabe ass rapper. That shit was horrible. Yeah. But we finally got to a point now where there's so much love and like care and just everybody like constantly like reaching out, hitting me up, that like if you focus on the love and not the negative shit, there's just too much good shit and great people to live for. You know what I mean? So like, thank y'all for like keeping me alive. All right. I wouldn't be here without y'all.
Well, give me a shout out. Tell everybody where your picture is locked.
Yeah, all right. Look, listen in. It's your boy TVMKILLA. We are here at Lock It In Media. The picture is locked in and we here for life. Let's get it. All right.
Thank you. And now that's a wrap.